Hey guys, I'm here for Music Matters Live at McGettigan's with the up-and-coming artist Jaguar Jonze, who's here all the way from Australia. Hi, Dana.
Dana. Hi, Roshni.
So you're in Singapore now, and Singapore is known as the Lion City.
Ah,
Yeah. So
thanks for that
your
piece of knowledge.
so how has your time been in this big cat city so far?
I guess like where lions live, hot and humid. But it's been really good. We've had an amazing time, like playing shows and eating a lot of street food as well,
okay.
and just roaming around. It's really nice that it's kind of like a walking city as well, or maybe we've situated ourselves in the middle of Music Matters, so it seems like a walking city for us. But yeah, it's been a really nice time just checking places out and the really different spots of Singapore as well, you know, from like Little India to Chinatown to like Gardens by the Bay. It's like really different, very metropolitan, but also very multicultural. So yeah, it's been good.
Okay, so what food have you tried so far? You know,
First up, we went straight into bak kut teh, which is like my favorite soup dish ever. And my mum has specifically asked me to bring like 6 packets of the like spice sachet back home. I love chicken rice, but at home we call it Hainanese chicken.
Yeah, Hainanese chicken rice.
Yeah. So, but you guys just call it chicken rice.
Steamed or roasted?
Oh, you can get it roasted? I don't know you can get it roasted. I want roasted chicken rice. No, we've only had steamed to answer that question.
So what's better, Singaporean or Aussie food?
Oh, hard one. In terms of chicken rice and bak kut teh, it's definitely Singapore. But yeah, the food is so good here. I guess the difference that matters to me is also the cost of the food as well. It's so cheap here for like really good stuff. So I like that.
So you've written this amazing song, You Got Left Behind. It's incredibly catchy, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
So when did you realize your passion for music?
6 years ago, actually. Before that, I didn't really do music. I just kind of stumbled into it and just like fell in love with it and just took it all the way. But that's when I realized it. I had a friend that passed away and it, I don't know, really shook me that I walked home from uni one day and I bought a guitar from a garage sale and just started writing songs to deal with my mourning of losing my friend. And from there it turned into like this newfound passion of mine. So
so that's what got you into writing songs and creating music.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your favorite genre of music?
Oh, so hard. This is a bit of an umbrella term, but I am definitely an alternative music person. But I do like a lot of different genres, but I do tend to kind of lean towards alternative music. Okay.
So who are some of your inspirations in the music industry?
I love Angel Olsen, Jeff Buckley, War on Drugs, The National, City and Colour, Portishead, Nick Cave. Is that too many?
No, at least now, you know, we know more about your music taste. So if not for music, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I'm definitely a creator. So like I also dabble in art. I love making things. I just have this like need in me always to create. I think it's kind of like my baseline human need. So I think if it wasn't for music, I'd be creating something else out of my expressions and my emotions and experiences. So, yeah.
Interesting. So your first single released this year, and I'm sure we all want to know more about it. So tell us more about You Got Left Behind.
Someone put it really nicely, and I liked it. But it's basically Peter Pan syndrome. You know, it's kind of like the pain of watching your close friends around you be stuck in this toxic cycle. And as much as you want to like stay with them and help them and take them out of it, at some point you're going to have to cut that toxicity out of your life because it brings, it becomes more detrimental to you. And the song is about kind of the pain of watching that and also having to wait for when your friends are ready to kind of grow up and start making a change within their own lives.
Okay, so any plans for a music video?
Yes, one is on the way. It's literally probably like 1, 2, 3 weeks away. So it's very soon. It's already been filmed. It's in edit time, and it should be out shortly.
So keep your eyes peeled for a music
Keep your
video.
eyes peeled, yeah.
So what was the writing process like, and what inspired you to write it?
It's actually really funny. It's actually really funny because I just sat at home one time in my bedroom and I just started noodling on the guitar, and I wrote the song, and I basically wrote the verse, the chorus. Do they want to? Oh, they're okay. Oh, the alarm? Is that okay?
Do we keep going? So what was the writing process like, and what inspired you to write it?
I didn't really think too much about it. I just came home after work one time and I went into my bedroom and I just started noodling on the guitar, and I came up with the verse and then the chorus and then the verse. And then, I don't know, pretty quickly I kind of had this song. But I didn't think much of it at the time. I just wrote the song and it kind of sat in my iPhone memos for a week or two. And then I showed, my band, and they were just like, dude, this is a cracker. Totally get on top of this. So I just straight away went in and recorded it, and it suddenly turned from the last song I wrote into the first single that I released. So it just kind of all fit in together for this song, and it's kind of one of those light bulb moments.
So it was something you completely didn't expect to turn into your first
Totally,
single.
yeah, definitely. I definitely didn't think it was a single. I wrote it more like a stripped-back slow ballad at the time, and we just put a grooving drum beat behind it, and I was like, this totally works in a faster tempo, in a whole different kind of mood, and just kind of rolled on from there.
Okay, so you mentioned you like listening to alternative music. So how would you describe the genre you're heading towards with your music?
Good question.
Alternative, indie?
Yeah, alternative. It's indie rock.
Yeah.
Kind of has flavors of spaghetti western, kind of has flavors of trip hop sometimes, but I don't actually know, but I would say I would stick with indie rock just to be safe at the moment.
So what are some influences in the sound of your music?
Good question too. You're doing it well. We love Portishead. I'm looking at my guitarist for answers. I don't know what he's saying. Oh yeah, Last Shadow Puppets is awesome.
Oh, okay.
I just love that kind of mixture of guitar, but also that dancey element, and that darkness that they always have in their songs. Me and Joe, my guitarist, we love our dirty Western guitars, so we always go that way. And then Jasper always reins us back with a bit of a hey guys, behave a little bit. Let's keep it modern and crisp.
So any memorable experiences you'd like to share while you were creating the song?
We actually recorded real strings on it, and that was my first time I ever had real strings.
Okay.
And we basically had our friend Flora, who's an amazing violinist, and I don't know how you say a viola player. And we just piled her up,
Okay.
we recorded her literally 9 times on the violin and then 9 times on the viola. And it just kind of, built this full body orchestra. And that was a really fun moment for me because I've always loved the strings. Never thought I'd be able to have real strings on one of my songs, but having her come along and do that definitely made the song just go up one more level.
Okay. So you've performed this live in Singapore a couple of times now. How does it feel to be touring internationally the same year you've released your single?
It's awesome. The best part about it is Singapore is actually our second show for Jaguar Jonze.
Okay.
So the fact that we were able to leave Australia and play in Singapore for our second ever show at, Sir Clark Quay in the middle of the fountain area with the public. That was honestly so awesome. And I was definitely very moved for that opportunity. It was a great show that I wish I could do again already. So 2 days later.
You were great on the guitars. I was there on Saturday at the Fountain Square.
Thanks for coming, Roshni.
So what do you love most about performing live?
To be honest, I just really love the intimacy. I love the rawness. I love being able to connect with the audience. I love being able to, like, you know, express myself and put myself out there in a way that I never would do in a normal day-to-day life. And that is a really magical moment for me that I always enjoy. And playing live is one of my favorite things to do.
Okay. So what is something you want people to take away from your music?
I just want people to enjoy it. I just want people to connect with it. I hope that they can derive their own meanings that is, you know, that resonates with their lives and is important to them. And I just want them to feel what I feel when I write and play music.
Okay. So any tips for other budding artists who plan to break out in the music scene?
Just takes hard work, and if you're ready for hard work, then go ahead and do it, because it's a really long road of working hard, and but it's a really rewarding one as well. And I think just, you know, keep your head up, make good friends around you, have like a support network around you, and just, keep driving yourself and be positive.
Okay. So lastly, plans for upcoming releases in the future? I'm sure we all want to know when the next songs coming
definitely.
up.
I would say at this point it's probably early next year. We'll come with another single, and then maybe like an EP soon thereafter. So definitely on its way of, you know, coming out there and releasing into the world. So also keep your ears peeled as well as eyes peeled.
Okay. So are you down for a quick round of rapid fire?
Oh, yeah. That kind of already sounded like rapid fire because you put me on the spot before. But yeah, let's go.
Okay,
let's
so
go.
I'm going to be listing out a few things, and you'll have to answer them as fast as you can, okay?
Okay, ready.
One thing you can't live without.
My iPhone.
Favorite song to belt out for karaoke?
Oh, Celine Dion, Because I Loved You. Because You Loved Me. Fuck. Or Britney Spears, you know, Oops, I Did It Again. I've got a few of those up my sleeve. You should come to karaoke with me sometime.
Sure.
It'll be a good time.
I love karaoke.
You probably will regret it, actually.
Something that is always on your mind.
Work.
Favorite meal.
Chicken rice.
Okay. If you could time warp yourself to any point in history, when would it be and who would you hang out with?
Oh.
Celine?
Jeff Buckley, probably. Like, Jeff Buckley, I'd love to have met him. I'd love to see what his mind was like, how he wrote his songs, and how he lived his life. So, yeah.
Okay. Favorite era of music?
Probably the 90s, early 2000s,
90s?
like cheesy pop era. You know, I don't seem like that with my own music, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Okay. Something you live by?
Define your own success, because I think that's really important, rather than comparing yourself to the societal's version of success.
Okay. A film you never get bored of?
Probably Pulp Fiction.
Okay. Biggest pet peeve?
People who bite their nails. Just really putting that out there. You guys all bite your nails? Oh, no, you're out of the band.
R&B or hip hop?
R&B.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Froyo or ice cream?
Ice cream. Gelato.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
And lastly, singing in the car or the shower?
Car. Definitely the car.
All right. That is all that we have for today. Thank you so much for your time, Dana.
Thank you, Roshni.
And congratulations once again on your latest single.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.